Thank you for joining me today. Regular viewers probably realise that these videos are unscripted and I got a couple of mistakes in the last one that I did. I spoke of built to order boots, whereas I really meant ready to ship, so I apologise for that. There is a significance in this in terms of what I'm going to say today, which is a bit of an update. Earlier in the year, I think it was on when I got my Java Wax Flesh earlier in 2024, I said I thought that Truman was settling down into a pattern which was essentially an MTO pattern. They did have ready to ship boots, but every couple of weeks they would put out a new leather. Also during 2024 they'd introduced a new last, which is a major investment. They'd introduced a new in-house designed sole unit because they were unhappy with working with the Vibram V100, and they outsourced that to American manufacturer elsewhere. And all this indicated that Truman were really going places, and indeed 2024 has been their most successful year in terms of turnover to date. They've been going for 10 years. Now, bear in mind that as a company expands, it also takes on new challenges, and I get the impression that Vince has had challenges in workforce. It's very difficult to operate a small to medium-sized company and get all the skills that you require, get reliable staff, experienced staff, and especially if you're not in a big conurbation, which I understand Eugene in Oregon isn't a huge conurbation. It's not Chicago, it's not San Francisco. So he has had problems, and as he's expanded, I think that's brought on other problems. I'm not getting this from Truman, but I've been monitoring this industry, not just Truman, but other heritage boot makers, and the comments made by customers saying, look, I'm getting lots of quality issues here. And I've not really seen that from Truman until this year. And more people seem to be saying, I've got problems with the welting, there's inconsistencies from boot to boot. And we're not talking about leather differences, we're actually talking construction differences. And for a high-end boot maker, that's unacceptable. And I think Vince at Truman is aware of this. Now, in terms of where they're going and what I can tell you from what I didn't know last time, and I have made a few notes here, he said things like he's got big plans which he can't do in this heritage, or I think he calls it lifestyle boot market, because the market is a niche market. It's only of a finite size, and the guys that are buying there come to a saturation point where they just can't physically or can't afford to buy new boots. So as new people come in, established people are no longer buying. So it's not like buying cheap sub $100 100 UK pound shoes where you just buy them, wear them out, go and buy them again, and it's a circular process of millions and millions of people. This is a small market, even on an international scale. Added to that, we've had new players coming in. So in a market that 10, 5, even 3 years ago was manageable, it's less so now for someone with the ambition of Vince Romano. And it seems clear to me that he does want to stay in the footwear market, but I do wonder whether he's going to expand into other things. That I don't know. Why do I think he's going to stay in the footwear market? Because very recently, I'm talking about the last couple of weeks, he's said when you're manufacturing footwear, you've got various priorities, and at the moment his priority, because of what he's doing, puts comfort somewhere down on the bottom of the list, and he is going to develop new products where comfort is on the top of the list. And understandably, people are saying, well, that means cemented construction, it means introducing synthetic materials, maybe poor on footbeds. And to a lot of people in the heritage boot market, this is not why they're buying boots. The other thing that he has said is he's thinking of ditching the Truman brand altogether. I get the strong impression that he's already moved on assets, selling assets, maybe to other companies. I can't confirm that, but it's reading between the lines. So where is this taking it? I think that Vince is going to expand so that he can take on, if not a global market, certainly a much bigger US market than the niche heritage boot world. I think that's all I can say today. Once again, please let me have your comments. I really do appreciate them. Last time people were saying, oh, you've got it wrong, and I appreciate those comments. Maybe I've got it completely wrong, and if you can help me on that, I really would appreciate it. As I said last time, like and subscribe. I do have more videos coming up on new boots, not just Truman, but I do have some Trumans as well. So I'll see you next time.